What's going on out there, all of my geek viewers and nerd tubers of the internet world who love to watch me rant and talk about great comic book stuff? Miss Dark Phoenix is back with Batman and Spider-Man to bring you guys the latest episode of Constantine. If this is the first time you're catching my channel, I do weekly Constantine reviews, so please don't forget to subscribe to be the first person to know when more Constantine videos will come out. And also, this is going to be a spoiler review of the latest episode, so if you haven't seen it, come back to me when you have, and if you have seen it, let's just go on and dive right in to Constantine, The Darkness Beneath, which was a very gooey and ooey episode. It was quite gross, actually, but still, we can just rant and talk about stuff. This is the episode where Zed and Constantine meet up, which is ironic because I got to meet the both of them at Comic-Con this year, and I don't know if meeting the person behind the show makes you more excited for it, because I was already excited for the show. I told Matt Ryan to his face that I could not wait for the show. And I think he kind of dug that. Like, he was like, you know, like, oh my god, this is somebody that's really excited for the show. And if he happens to be watching, you're doing amazing as Constantine. I love this show, and it's been so great. This episode where they meet up, she's been drawing her pictures like Matt from Heroes, except she's not high on heroin. But, you know, she's been drawing the picture, he meets him up, and they basically have to stop a evil spirit from inhabiting a minefield. Because that's where all the evil stuff happens, because we haven't... Constantine is that funny show where it reminds us of why horror movies exist. It's like, all of the bad stuff that happens is bad stuff that happens in horror movies. Like, even the first episode where it was like, the guy, you have the body in the back of the ambulance, and the black guy went to go check it out, and I'm like, don't go in there! Like... But he still did, and it was wrong that he died that way, because I was like, I'd have left it. Set the truck on fire, walked away, all that good stuff. But we're going to be branching out a lot more, I feel, into, because the way the show is going, we're going to be going to different states and different locations, which is good, because demonic stuff and magic stuff always happens on a global scale, not necessarily in one set place, which is what I really like what they're doing, because it can introduce us not only to different locales and different means of how magic works, but it can also show us what kinds of different magic there are. Like in tonight's episode, it was Black Gypsy magic, and they were in, I think, Pennsylvania or something. So maybe if they go to like New Orleans, it'll be strictly voodoo, like strictly voodoo in New Orleans. Or if they go to like some other kind of country or some kind of state, it'd be like blood magic or something. Like, you know, I feel like the magic should be distinct by location. So that way no episode is the same, or the means of thinking is endless, because magic is endless. Magic is whatever the user makes it and whatever the imagination tends to do. So I'm really excited to see what kind of other stuff they're going to do, and there's other stuff they're going to do, like, I'm just really excited for all of that. All in all, the start of this episode was really just, you know, trying to find this thing that was killing off the mine people, and I pretty much knew it was the wife from the get-go, because I'm like, okay, you're a woman who's being abused by her asshole husband. You're like Wilma Flintstone, except Wilma never killed Fred, but she would have, because he was an asshole to her. But it's just one of those episodes where everything falls into place, and everything was really good. All this stuff fell into place. And it was a really good episode. I really liked it a lot. And I liked all the stuff I could pick up on, you know, how the guy knew the spell Constantine was going to do, and just being introduced to Zed as the kind of character that she is, you know, with visions, and she draws stuff about Constantine, and, you know, she's basically a walking drawing spoiler alert. Like, I want her to draw pictures of Constantine with a guy or something. Like, oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, you see him later on in the episodes or whatever. And I'm really glad to see that they're teaming him up with her. Like, I still have my fallout theories that the first girl from the first episode might be Zatanna, but other than that, Zed is going to be a great addition to the team, and I can't wait to see what else she does, because I'm pretty sure she has more than just visions. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to, like, see into the future or do some other stuff. But congratulations, Angelica, you've done great this first episode. Glad to have you part of the Constantine family. And all in all, I just really liked the episode. Like how they blew up the barn. I mean, like how they blew up the minefield. And everything's going to fall into place. And not only that, but next week, and I like this grin. You see this? Papa Midnight's coming next week. He is my favorite Constantine villain. I love Papa Midnight. He is the voodoo king of Constantine, and I cannot wait for him. I saw them say, because I was like, because even at Comic-Con, David S. Goyer was telling me how they were going to show him in the 3rd episode, and 2 weeks ago I was like, ugh, 3rd episode. Last week I was like, ugh, 3rd episode. This week, I'm like, it's next week get to see Papa Midnight, and I can't wait to see how the guy that plays him portrays him, because the way I read Papa Midnight and the way I'm going to see him, they're going to be so great and intertwined, and I cannot wait to see the Voodoo King fuck some shit up for Constantine, because they are like mortal enemies, and it's going to be great. I don't know if they're going to delve into his past, but if you are interested in reading more about his past, you can read up on the Papa Midnight specials they have. There's four comics, so you can catch up on that, just in case you want to get a backstory on his deep, deep past. It's a lot of messed up stuff. He was wrongly in stuff that no one should be a part of, but then again, it works out for the rage. But I'm really eager for Papa Midnight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, comment, rate, and subscribe. There's some more awesome links in the description bar about videos that you could be watching from my channel. I'm going to be back next week for more Constantine, back for more Papa Midnight. I cannot wait. Friday cannot come sooner. I am so serious, but thank you guys so much for your support. I'm going to be leaving my social media links at the end of this video, as well as annotations to other videos that you should be watching here on my channel. But thank you guys for all your support, and remember that through good times and bad times, always remember to geek out and enjoy your lives. I'll catch you next week for hashtag Papa Midnight and more Constantine.